Oh my God. Oh shit. Don't come up. Go, Josiah, come help me. Oh my God, I'm gonna jump off these people balcony. Come help me. Oh my God, these people got a husky. Come help me. No, 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 no. Help! 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 Help me! Help!
My princess.
Oh my God, he just hit my van. No, I'm not. He just hit my van. Oh, he's going away. Look.
I want my
Huh?
princess.
Yeah. He just left. Yeah. What the heck? He's not gonna drop off the...
I want a princess.
Oh my God, y'all. I don't know who told me. I don't know what in my mind thought I was gonna be able to be a motherfucking Amazon delivery driver. Bitch, I just had a whole mental breakdown. Girl, didn't even make one trip, bitch. Didn't even make one trip. Girl. And I literally just quit on the spot. Bitch, I drove that big ass truck back around and told them, like, yeah, baby, I'm sorry, but I quit. This is just not for me, bitch. Jeff Bezos, all I gotta say is you got people fucked all the way up. You got people all the way fucked up. Bitch, you only paying people $18.75 to drive a big ass truck with 1,000 packages on there in 100-degree heat, and it's like, oh, okay, you get 3 hours overtime pay. Bitch, you are crazy. Baby, for all the girlies that's on here, that's Amazon delivery drivers, y'all are some strong bitches, and I salute y'all, but bitch, I can't do it.
I have a very high tolerance to bullshit, and Amazon still managed to get me to quit. And I think a lot of viral stories about them don't really do it justice to why it sucks so much. I think the small, gritty stories are really why it's the worst. Because I'm from Massachusetts, bro. We don't really have the big problems happen because, like, we actually take things seriously here. But oh my God. For starters, HR is not real. I don't know what they do, but they don't work. That's it. If you want to do anything that has to do with like an accommodation or a leave of absence, you have to get that approved through a third-party system. That's right, HR doesn't do that. It's a third-party system. Mind you, I have a bad back, right? And this has been documented back to like over a year ago when something else happened. And they want me to go through that third-party system to get an accommodation. Because guess what? Guess what I asked? To use a station that was closer to the ground. Mind you, I walked past multiple open stations that were closer to the ground, and they told me they couldn't give me one of those stations because it would be giving me favoritism. Dog. Mind you, I'm not talking about stations that other people were using or stations that I wasn't, like, trained to use yet. No, this was a station that I was trained how to use, and no one was occupying, and they didn't plan on having anyone go to. Mind you, when you're packing stuff at Amazon, picking stuff, the stuff can be redirected towards you. It's not like auto-assigned to your station and you have to be at your station. If you change your station, you can just have your stuff redirected to that new station. So mind you, there is literally no special treatment that would have been given to me. It's literally just me going to a different station. And I was told, no, I would need an accommodation for that. Which, mind you, I already told you, you have to go through a third-party system to get approved. And guess what? It's AI-generated responses. AI-generated responses, I've already done BS with them for a leave of absence, and they auto-generated a rejection letter to me because I didn't include the dates. Guess what was included? I included the dates. And now you're telling me I have to go back to that same third-party system and ask them to approve of my medical records and whatnot? No. Mind you, this is all because I asked to use a station that I was trained to use, that was open, and not being used by another person. And they said no. So instead of just saying, oh yeah, sure, and then moving me there, they instead said I would have to go through week to multiple weeks long process of getting an accommodation and continuing to just suck it out with my back pain. No. That's the thing. None of my managers or the people I talked to at Amazon were awful. They were all very nice people. The thing is, the system is so poorly set up that it doesn't matter if the people are nice, because they can't do anything for you. Like, literally, you can't do anything. You can ask someone why something is, and that's it. All they can do is answer a question, but they can't do anything for you. It's just a constant game of being told, I can bring you to a person that can answer that question, and then the answer to that question doesn't help you. But that's the thing. It's everyone. It's every job in that facility. Every single person is the same thing. They just can't do things for you. I mean this with all my heart when I say this. I have never seen a more poorly and stupid setup system than Amazon. Never in my life. The total idea that just anything that you ask is just an automatic no. It's just a no. Assume the answer is no. Because if you don't have an accommodation or some sort of leave of absence or this or that or the other thing, the answer just usually is no. It's not a good place to work. Don't work there. Reminder, I'm talking about small things, literally the smallest of things. Then when you get to the bigger things, holy cow, don't even ask me. I don't even want to try to tell the story about me going through the leave of absence right now. That entire thing was a whole entire debacle that I don't even want to go into right now. Do not work at Amazon if you have a physical injury, a mental disability, a mental illness, or in general, any sort of preference. Any sort of idea in general. Just don't work there. Amazon is the ideal working location for anyone who is just in general bored with their day. That is the only person who I would advise to get a job at Amazon. If you have anything else to do with your time, anything else at all, do not work at Amazon.
Like, I am so fucking over my job. It is mentally fucking frustrating. Every day I come in, you don't know what type of fucking day you finna have on top of other shit you have going on. I wish jobs was really hiring for me just to quit and go find my happy place. I hate this job so fucking much, but this the only job that get the job, like, the bills and shit paid, y'all. I'm so over it, like this shit be making me want to crash every time and just say fuck it. And I got so much shit depending on, like, this one little job. Like, I would never forget this job in my life. I used to think housekeeping and all this shit was rough. Being a delivery driver as a woman, so hey y'all, I'm back and I'm better. So in the last clip, y'all seen me crying, damn near losing my mind on my job, right? Y'all know I was a delivery driver for Amazon. I was almost doing this shit for about 9 or 10 months or so. So I got a quick little story time for you about my job. So on this day, it's been like 2 weeks now. I was having a bad mental health day at work. I haven't had a bad day in a long time. I was having one of them days where I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't shake the feeling. I couldn't keep my head straight. It just was cloudy. I don't know what was wrong with me. I just knew something was wrong with me. So, of course, all that day, I was on and off crying. Hard for me to work. Blase, right? So, of course, that made me fall behind on my route. And if you're a delivery driver, you get behind after so many hours, management get the call and like, hey, what's going on? We see you behind, blase. So this particular day, I had just switched to a new team. So at this amount of time, I'm probably like a week in on this new team. So I haven't really met the owner, really nobody, because I had came from another team. I was already kind of experienced. So I just kind of, was like, put out there, and I could handle it. Wasn't nothing different or whatever, based like the rules and the management. So I really didn't meet nobody. So yeah, I'm having a bad day. Follow me now. So of course I'm behind. So I get a phone call. Hey, Skyline, an unfamiliar voice that I really haven't heard since I've been there my little week. Hey, Skyline, I see you behind on your route. blase, blase. I'm gonna need you to pick it up because I know you're capable of doing your route. I proceed to say, hey, my van was very unorganized. I had a rough start. I couldn't even walk through my van to even get to no overflow, no bags. If you're a delivery driver, then you know where I'm coming from. I had a rough start. My van, if your van not organized, your day is going to go shitty. And I had one of those days where it was very, very shitty. Then I tell her, on top of that, I'm having a bad mental health day. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go into deep details, but since y'all know on TikTok, y'all know I have been through DV, all types of shit. Y'all have seen my journey. So every day is not a sunny day for me. And due to me sucking up however I feel and I still show up for this job, nobody can never tell when I'm having a bad day or when I don't feel like, because once I get to work, work is work. All this shit go out the window. But this day right here, I couldn't shake it for shit in the world. It wasn't like nothing was going good for me. So she basically looked over me saying I'm having a mental health day. She didn't even say, oh, wow, you know, what's wrong? What's going on? You okay? Blah, 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 blah. She basically was telling me, girl, I need you to finish my motherfucking work because I don't have time to pay extra people to come help you for your route. That's basically what the motherfucker told me, y'all. So me, I'm so used to sucking shit up and just going with it. But how she handled me couldn't leave my mind. So I'm like, Sky, just still work. You know, don't quit. Just keep going. That's just me saying that because I'm so used to working and having my own shit. So I was just like, man, this shit really fuck with me. How this lady basically just said, fuck my mental health. She need her motherfucking work done. So I have another breakdown. I'm about an hour in working. I cry again. I'm just like, man, I ain't finna let nobody treat me like that. All money ain't good money. I don't give a fuck what's going on. This my last motherfucking day working. Like, I don't want to work for nobody who don't honor people mental health. Like, how can you not ask somebody what's wrong, what's going on, that's working for you, that's moving products for your business? I understand business is business. Matter of fact, she a woman. You got hormones, you got feelings. How you not understanding where I'm coming from? Another red flag, right? So I pull over, I call my daddy, because at this point, I'm mad as hell. Like, I'm really fucked up emotional. Like, damn, I'm working for a company who basically showing me they don't give a fuck about shit. You know, I always hear about it, but I have never been in them shoes to where a company has ever made me. I ain't even gonna say company. This team has made me feel like shit. I have never been in that position, so I'm even more emotional on top of the bad day I'm having. So I call my daddy. And my daddy big on entrepreneurship, so he really don't care about slaving for the next people, the South people, the color people. Like, he don't care about nothing. He always have been on his own. So I'm just crying to him, just telling him basically how, you know, the owner of the company basically saying, fuck my mental health. She need her work done, blase, blase. So he like, baby, I ain't telling you to quit, but I'm just telling you, daddy got your back. He got the car note. Woo through there. You just need to find you something to do for the back end, little pieces on what you want to do. Okay, daddy got me then. So after consulting my dad and shit like that, I even called my homegirl, Rissa, Indiana. Y'all know Rissa, who been on my TikTok. I'm just telling her, because all day she been on the phone with me trying to push me, motivate me just to keep me going. I found the call. I said, sis, this shit, I'm finna say, fuck this job. It's fucking with my mental health. On top of my mental health, bitch, I'm just going, like, you know what I'm saying? And I have been working a job because I'm just like, jobs really ain't paying shit out here. So I really been sucking it up. And I had like my new company. I didn't mind getting up, going to work for my new company, all until I met the owner of the company. That's what blew all the shit. And from that day, I went back for like 2 more days. So this Saturday passed, and I woke up and I told myself, I'm not going to clock in for nobody. I'm finna go put me first and go do something I'm finna pour into myself. I don't want to pour into nobody else's business and company and go. And you know what? As I said back as a woman, I can't even get mad at this lady for how she run her company. She have used her resources, her tools to get her, you know, a good shit in with Amazon. This lady rules. Like, I really can't get mad, but I was just more mad on some woman to woman shit. How can you say fuck my mental health? Then I had to go off on her and basically telling her I done been through domestic violence, all type of shit. I'm going to have a bad day, and I'm not going to allow you to say I can't have one. So I was basically telling her, thank you for the opportunity. She was like, oh, you didn't say that this morning? Well, I did tell her in the beginning, my van unorganized and I'm having a mental health day. You as an owner didn't ask me, what's wrong? Is this something I can do through that? You basically told me I need to finish my route because you didn't want to pay other people to finish my route. You never checked in with your employee. You never asked me that. So after me snapping out and just coming to realization, like, this motherfucker got me fucked up. I went on to, I got a lot of shit going on. I still show up for your company. I don't complain. I don't make people job hard. I get my route. I go on about my business. That's what I do. So yeah, she was like, well, pull over. I don't want you to drive. And you all, in the friends, I guess. She tell me pull over. She sent 2 guys to come get the rest. I ain't have nothing but 39 stops left at this point. So I done worked through the whole day. I had 190. I done made it through the whole day just working through different shit, crying, right? Right. So yeah, I woke up Saturday, like I'm done. I'm ready to go to school. I'm ready to invest in my content. I'm just ready to pour into me. God has blessed me. This one blessing that I have been waiting on to even be free from jobs, it came. Last week when I was sitting here on live, like, I don't know what's next. I was telling them, like, my job is frustrating me. My job is this, that. Go to the mailbox and God said, here you go. Here go your relief right here. Now I'm going to leave it up to you on what you do with your sources. So I'm out here to say that I'm good. I have faith in God. I have faith in my support system. And yeah, I just had to come out here to vent and be open with y'all. Because I told you, I'm going to let y'all know y'all like my diary. So that is my story on how I'm just choosing to pour into myself now. I don't want to give my time to no company no more. Go by other people's rules. I'm an autism mom. So honestly, a set routine with a job, I was making it work, y'all. I was making it work. And just for her to make me feel like that, I'm like, lady, you don't even know what I'm doing to even show up to this job, to be able to even do my shifts and etc. Like, I'm a single mama. My people help out. I have to, call everybody. Like, I'm moving shit around just to make sure your company is successful. And I can't even be mad at her because she have did the work. So that just motivated me to get out and step out on faith and do shit that I want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not down. I'm not sad, but y'all here to a new journey. I got a lot of little shit in plan. A lot of little things in motion. So I'm going to be good. I'm going to be damn good, y'all. As long as I keep faith of a mustard seed and keep my faith in him and every day get up and just do what I got to do, she shall not fail. So, yeah, y'all, bye. Talk to y'all later on the next FaceTime call.
People are becoming done with Amazon. They're fed up. And they just quitting left and right. They're tired of the dogs. They're tired of all the houses getting all the packages. Some houses have 300 packages delivered to one house. Now make that make sense. You need all them packages? And I know I can't tell you what to order, but that's a lot of packages. And then they will get mad at you if you're not fulfilling their order in the time that they want you to fulfill their order. They don't think about all the things you had to do before you got to their address to deliver. All the other stops you had to go through. So it's becoming a toll on some people, and they can't take it no more. They tired of those long hours of delivering. They didn't think it was going to be that difficult. That they was going to have a lot of stops with a lot of packages. That's why a lot of people quit on the first day. That's why I had quit on the first day in the past. It just didn't make sense. It didn't add up. And as you can see, they really going through it. You seen that video. That woman was in tears. And then, in the other video, that lady was terrified of that dog when she was trying to deliver. And that's how I go. Even though I don't understand it though, if you get a package, put your dog up. Some people don't understand that, but in reality, people will say, well, it's my right to have a dog. I can have a dog. That's true. But you don't have to have a dog. There's a difference. So if you're going to have a dog, just make sure the dog is put up for the delivery driver. It's simple. People make things so difficult, and it could be simple. Well, if the lady hurt herself and she fell off that balcony, Amazon ain't gonna want to pay that. They're gonna blame it on her. You know how jobs be. When something go wrong at the job, they always try to turn it around and turn it back on you like you the problem. They're gonna say, well, she should have just stayed and been calm. The dog really wasn't gonna bite her. She ain't got time to figure that out. She trying to deliver and get up out of there. And it's easy for somebody else to say when they ain't working a job. That's what's wrong with the higher ups. They always say what they would have did. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but you ain't in that situation. And that's the world we living in. People always talking about what they would have did, but never been in that situation before. They just talking just to talk. So you can't listen to those people. And a job is hard to come by. And that's sad to see that a lot of people are leaving Amazon. I don't know what's going on. Let me know. Have y'all worked for Amazon before? What was y'all experience? Do everybody have the same experience or is it different? That's what I want to know. And with the cost of living going up, it's going to be real difficult for them to find another job. And sometimes they be quitting their job with no backup plan. If you quitting on the first day, you definitely ain't got no backup plan. Sometimes you can't wait for no backup plan. You need to quit it now. You can't take it no more. But you know, if the job ain't for you, it ain't for you. Can't nobody argue you down. That's your life. People always trying to critique your life when you call off. They want to say you lazy and don't want to work. Okay. Let me be lazy and don't want to work. I'm calling off, not you. That's the crazy part. But I hope the lady was all right that jumped over that balcony from that dog. I bet you she probably like, never again. And I remember when I used to deliver for another company. It used to be dogs out in the front yard all the time. And I used to ask the owners, like, why your dog loose? They used to say, it's on an electrical fence. And I never heard of an electrical fence before until I started delivering. So if you have a dog, and I just don't get people, don't let your dogs roam all over the place. Some people let their dog roam and get loose, and then when somebody pick up their dog, they'll blame them for it. Even though they didn't see them pick up the dog, they'll blame them for it. And it's like, you gotta be in control of your dog. Having a dog is a big responsibility. So if you love your dog, take on a responsibility. Some people don't even spend time with their dog. That's why in reality, I used to like dogs when I was younger. I'm not a big fan of them now. I don't feel like I gotta have a dog. You know? I used to like them when I was younger though. But some people can't go without a dog. They feel like every house they live in gotta have a dog or a cat. I ain't got time right now. So let me know if you rather have a dog or a cat. To each his own. That's your preference. But make sure you really watch the dog or the cat. Don't let the cat or dog go roaming. Because that cat and dog can get you in trouble. And that's my take on this situation. Let me know how y'all feel about this one. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.